Welcome back to a fresh new episode of Missin Curfew. Up dog, my man.
Big fella. Staying dry over there?
Boys got rained out at Riviera yesterday.
We sure did. Can you believe what a course to be rained out at?
I showed up with shorts and a fucking little like zip up 3/4 Travis Matthews.
Yeah, you did.
I'm like, up dog, I'm not prepared for this. I didn't even check the weather.
Almost like your the trip to Bannon Dunes for my little bachelor party.
I had a rain jacket. I didn't have full rain gear like you guys know.
You were fucking tits up wet.
Yeah,
those things were.
I'm still gonna say I don't think we should have played that more. We should have waited.
I'm a rain or shine guy.
Hear me out though. It stayed dark or stayed light in Bannon Dunes till fucking 10 o'clock. We could have waited it out, had a little sleep in, a little brekkie, maybe go fucking.
You can't bet on Mother Nature, Obes. You got to just fucking get out there and take it right in the face.
I took it right in the face.
Yesterday we took it too. I mean, we have a charity golf tournament.
Shout out to the boys who were the good
Andrew
guys.
McGinnis and our boy, our Steve, legend.
Yeah.
Agent.
Good
beauty.
guys. Both good guys.
They, nice little setup we had. Riviera on a Monday.
It would have been great. Except for I did get a little starstruck. We saw right when we made the turn on 9 when those boys pulled the plug on the tournament. Thank God, because we were soaked. David Justice was there when we cruised up, and I played it somewhat cool, but man, I was kind of being like, I had a little binger in me. I was like, wow, look at this guy, David Justice. What a great left-handed swing. Like,
yeah, he even talked about trying to catch fly balls in the rain when he's smacking them just right in the face.
I'm like, you wouldn't play in this weather, would you? He's like, hell no, man.
Let me tell you a story.
He's like, one time in the minors, I looked up, couldn't see shit. It was fun. So it's too bad we got rained. That course is unbelievable, though.
Yeah, course is unbelievable. By the way, this morning I got up. My poor dog won't go out and take a pee or shit. In the morning, although she has to. She wouldn't in the rain. And then I look out my backyard, and it's monsoon rains here in California. Whatever kind of storm we got brewing here. 3 umbrellas completely upside down, tits up. I left the remote control out there. That's done. My pool's fucking overflowing. I mean, whatever, rich guy problems. But it sounds like fucking storm. I left my window open again in my truck. I don't know what I'm doing.
It sounds
what
like
kind of weed gummies I'm eating.
Real every kind you can get your hands on. I know that. Yeah. You're locked and loaded with the weed gummies. It sounds like you're like a real grown-up problems. Like to me, that sounds like a guy that's like, you got 2 kids, 6. You got a dog, you got a house with a pool, and like you're to me as a single guy, it sounds like you're in one. You know what I mean?
It
sounds like you're in one.
But I did get a chance this morning to catch up, watch some hockey highlights last night.
Hey, I wanted to ask you before we move on. I did an upshell move I thought you'd be proud of. When you dropped me off yesterday in your sick new Defenders, nice ride by the way. I took my clubs in, aired them all out, dried off the grips, took the head covers off, dried them. Did you do that too?
I did actually.
Yeah,
How wet were those gloves?
They were all, my whole shit was soaked.
I know, done. That's actually funny you brought that up. I stuck them right in my entry and Christina's looking at me. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm airing these clubs out. I'm drying them out. It's fucking, even in the garage.
I'm a pro.
Yeah, and she's like, why, are they wet? And she grabbed the one head cover and she's like, holy shit. Yeah. I'm like, feel the gloves. That's what we played it.
I'll tell you what, as a good fucking Fort Mac guy in Port Hope, Ontario. Yeah, we're soft when it comes to golfing in the rain.
Well, we are now.
I hate it. Like I don't even like if it's drizzling. I'm like I'm not playing.
I know there's not enough booze out there right now. No one's ready for it here.
Fuck. I had to buy.
Right?
Thank God they had the double XL rain gear and the old rig. I don't know what it cost. You're like, you want your receipt? I'm like, no, I don't want to know what that just cost me, but. I would have been done with those shorts and that little zip up. I would have been done.
Yeah, you got a deal. You got off that. That was the sale rack there.
that was the big and tall sizes there.
Good thing there wasn't too many double XLs coming through there.
Up dog fantasy, congratulations.
Head-to-head matchup.
My team was. I told you.
Did we not play for anything? How come I owe you a bottle of Camus for this stupid?
Well, you owe me a bottle of Camus because those cheating Astros won again.
Yeah, I know, but like we should have doubled it down on the fantasy.
I would have never bet that.
I know.
My whole team was out.
I know, but I wasn't favored either.
Cody's trying to fucking see Cody Leibel's trying to rinse me even more now. He wants Metcalf because Thomas is out for the year. I'm like, I didn't know Thomas was out for the year.
Oh, good. So at least you screwed him over again.
I screwed him over, but I unintentionally. I had no idea. You kicked the shit out of me though. What's your team called? Fuck Machine Hut Hut?
Mine, yes, it is.
Took down the National League. I thought I fought hard. I got to be honest. The guy picked up Drake. But listen, Josh Allen, since I've traded for him, Maxie calls me, what'd you call me, the cooler or jinx Maxie? I think you're onto something here, fella. He could be out, man. His elbow, did you see that play? He tried to fucking...
I love the way you say elbow.
Yeah. How do I say it?
Say it.
Elbow?
It's like weird elbow.
Well, how do you say elbow?
It's elbow.
It's elbow?
Elbow.
Like the elbow room in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, actually, that's.
I would say up dog. Let's go to the fucking elbow room and let's get pinned.
Sorry, I don't know.
How do you boys say
it?
It?
Silent A?
No, Ope says it with an A.
Yeah, I know. It's great. I just love the way you say it. When you're like,
elbow.
fuck, I'm going to get my elbow worked on. I chuckle inside every time.
My elbow is in one.
I don't chuckle because you got a bad elbow, but I chuckle that it's funny.
It's funny, you know, when those two beauties, that they both had golfer's elbow too. What are the chances that three of the guys in the four group yesterday, like, I got golfer's elbow.
Boys are just going hard.
Yeah, he's like, I got a guy in the valley. Andrew McManus goes, I got a guy in the valley, brings out a wooden spoon. He goes, up there, he goes, 3 sessions, you'll be healed. Because you got to just get in there, and we're getting off topic here, but you got to just get in there and just work it over. Like
you need her to get in there and work.
You should see this girl named Ashley. Shout out to Pico. I don't know. I think it's called Roman Chiropractor or some shit. Free ad read for you there, fucko. But they just work. They just work it. They just work it over. It's not pleasant.
That's
like
not.
Binger couldn't handle it. I'll tell you right now. There's no way Bing could handle it. He would cry. You would cry, Bing. You would fucking cry.
So you got to go over.
Can you come in and let her do what she does to me?
He's gonna.
Maxie shoots it. I guarantee you cry.
Listen,
Yeah.
Binger, you're gonna need your elbow worked on after you fucking throw us a couple.
He comes in with an injury every other Monday, so
I know.
Oh, bad news for you. Shout out to your LA Dodgers on hole.
Yeah, heads up
8.
for this.
They had plastic fungos and rubber balls.
And the balls that curve, they have the little dot on the side of them. So as soon as you throw them, it curves the opposite way to whatever the dot is. So I fucking hummed a couple in. Obi took me yard. He's got a good swing. And surprisingly, how was my swing?
Good. Better than expected.
Yeah,
I don't know.
fuck.
I thought if the one thing Updog wouldn't be good at, I thought baseball. I just didn't know. His swing's mint.
So you guys were hitting a bunch of soft wiffle balls, and you
Like
think you can hit
tiny
a
ones,
baseball
the
coming
size
in
of
at
your
80?
I was just checking to see if my hand-eye still
They're
there.
so
and it is.
tiny, they're the size of your nuts.
And it was raining.
And we were taking them just
You're
fucking
fucked.
deep with little plastic bats.
And then Updog can pitch to you because you threw a couple to them. Your arm's good. I can't throw. I'll catch for you.
My shoulder.
We'll beam this
Oh,
guy.
I'm smashing yabas if I'm hitting.
You're what?
I'm hitting home runs if I'm
No
hitting.
chance. You're not going to do shit.
You're not gonna do shit.
Folks, it's booked. Joe DeMarco. Shout out to Joe D. He listens to the pod. So Joe D, thank you. November 21st, 11 a.m. It's happening.
Write it down.
Bing. The Bing is going. We're taking them yard.
we got some good content coming at you from the
We got
baseball
good
field.
content. Updog, congrats on the NFL week win. My team's. You like your team? What place you sitting in?
Fuck, my fantasy?
Yeah, you like
I do like my team. And you know what? I just looked at it. I'm playing Little Chach this weekend.
Fact Daddy.
I'm playing the Fact Daddy. Am I playing the Fact Daddy again? I am. I played him the first week. I'm 4-5. I'm
Me
sitting
too.
6th place.
You're right. Yeah, it was a big win for you, fucker.
But like Mahomes, Eckler, Fournette, Hill, I got a good team. Dobbs from fucking Romeo and Juliet here from Green Bay, he's out. He's
Good,
done.
they
So
suck
fucking
anyways.
high ankle sprain this weekend.
They suck
TJ
anyways.
Hawkinson's Juice, Goddard, Allen Robinson. I mean, he's coming back. Tyler Bass fucked me this weekend.
You're lucky that Goddard got you 20 points on the Thursday nighter against Houston, or I would have fucking beat you.
You would have thought you might have had a chance, but you didn't.
When I saw that, I knew I was done.
Yeah.
On Thursday, but I'm open for business. I don't got many guys left because Cito took all my guys. All my guys are hurt or on bye weeks last week. But like you said, Houston Astros. I'm happy for Dusty Baker. The rest of the team, whatever. I guess they proved they could win one without cheating. I'm not sure, but Dusty Baker,
Yeah,
guy's a legend.
He is a legend.
Good for him.
First one he's ever won.
First one.
I thought he was cursed. That's why I like Philly.
Why does he wear those fucking plastic gloves though? Is he scared of COVID or what?
I
the
don't know.
fuck
He looks
is
a little nervous in there when he's down the stretch. I think he knows like he's got the little toothpick. And
I was
think
gonna
he's
say.
like, I think he's just like chewing that thing down like Flowers chews his nails. He just doesn't, right? He just is like, he's losing it.
How many toothpicks do you think he probably went through? Fuck, one an inning at least. One every half inning, right?
Yeah. Who's their third baseman? Talk to me. Bregman. See, so when I was hitting yesterday those balls, I was actually like, I like the way he sets up to hit the ball.
I know you're a left-handed hitter. Who'd you look like? You looked like
Who did I look like? Sean Green back in the day?
Ooh,
Good swing. Ken
Good
Griffey.
swing.
I'm trying to go for the Ken Griffey.
Ken Griffey. I don't know if it was Ken Griffey.
In a
I'm
swing in
thinking-
baseball, you just gave yourself.
I was like,
I think I'm going junior.
Hey, when you
Ken
look-
Griffey Jr.
yeah, when you think of me, think of Mo Vaughn. You're going to be facing Mo Vaughn. Like I'm going to be over the dish. And if you hit me, I'm charging the mound. So
Think Vladdy Guerrero, actually. We fucking think over.
I think of the catcher for the Blue Jays. That little Kirk, that little meatball,
I'm
Alexander
taller than
Kirk.
Kirk.
the
but
older
I'm
one?
not
No,
that fat, am I?
Who was the French Canadian from before? The
Russell
Jays.
Wilson. Russell Martin.
Yeah, he was a good hitter.
Yeah, he's a good hitter.
You're taller than him.
How about Alex Manoah up for the Cy Young? Talk about big boys.
Wow.
That guy's a fucking beast. Updog, you owe me a bottle of Camus, so whenever you're ready, I'll drink it with you though.
All right.
We'll watch a hockey game. I'll drink it with you. I'll bring you a Cuban even because I know you're all upset about the fucking odds.
I know we're talking.
You bring the Camus. I got a nice Cuban at the house, a couple of them. I'll bring you one.
Maybe I just slide you one of those nice bottles of 36 wines.
No, I want Camus.
Huh?
I want Camus.
Oh, 36 wines is a nice wine.
I know, but I like my Camus. It's my favorite. Don't be trying to fuck
Cam Ward, he sent us these things. We got a nice bottle of Missin Curfew 36 wines coming in. Maybe I'll just open that with you.
I'll drink that with you too, but I do want my bottle of Camus.
I'll get you a bottle of fucking Camus. All right.
Blue Jays, I'm officially over it. The season's over. Next year's our year. Is there any way we can sign Jake DeGrom, you think, in Toronto?
Maybe him or maybe Stanton or fucking Judge.
If we get DeGrom from the Mets, we got a chance. If we had Manoah and him, that'd be unreal. Judge, you looked up the odds on DraftKings where Judge was going to go.
Yeah, but the Jays weren't on there.
No, I know. But it was Yankees.
Minus like 160
Giants.
Yankees. It was the Dodgers.
Dodgers were those
Mets. And then I don't know
San Francisco Giants.
Oh, it was the Giants.
Binger, is there any way that they could really realistically afford Judge? The Dodgers? There's no tax, right? There's no cap.
There is, but the Dodgers just pay it every year.
We just
pay it every year,
and we just have the money.
You
have
do. You pay
over
it.
$230 million.
You pay it?
Yeah, if you live in LA, the tax, they take it from your taxes.
Every time you fucking get dinged in LA, that's going right to the Dodgers.
Good. Hit me then as much as you can.
Every parking ticket you get in Venice, just cruising up the fucking with all the surfers and
at least all
hipsters.
that weed you're buying now gets taxed too, so that's going to the squad too. So
All
you
those
do your
gummies.
part.
I do my part for the team. Come on.
God,
You have a weed gummy. I gotta try.
No, I don't actually eat a lot of weed.
I gotta try it though. I need to find one that's where I'm right in the pocket with it, where it just hits me nice.
We should have one before we do a pod sometimes.
That could be a good content piece where I just try a gummy and see how it turns out.
I bet you I take one deep off Binger on a weed gummy.
Yeah, you want him sober. He's better on fucking any kind of.
If I do the psychedelics, I'm for sure taking them. Remember, I got 3 at the Flyers game on the flow state.
On the flow state.
Heads up.
On some sad news here, up dog, real quick. Peter Mcnabb passes away, 70 years old of cancer. He was fighting hard. First of all, you've seen every ex-player, media people, past and present. Everyone said the same thing about him. Always had a smile on his face. That's all I can really say about Peter, man. Like I talked to Kiefer. Obviously, Kiefer's upset about it. Everyone in the Avalanche organization's upset about it. So to Peter McNabb and his family, our condolences here. You would have loved working with him up. So I got my 2 years in Colorado with him were awesome.
Yeah, and I just from the outside looking in, I mean, Stanley Cup last year, seeing the outpour of condolences and people's stories about him. Just proves to me again why hockey's such a tight family, why hockey to me is the best sport, and everyone's just there for each other and for each other's families. So, condolences to him, his family, and the Colorado Avalanche organization.
Well said. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Missin Curfew. Up dog, Life Force, baby. Let's talk some Life Force.
Life Force, come on, man.
Look at this guy. This guy looks like you. He's just doing yoga. He's got a fucking. You can't call them wife beaters. What's it called? The tank top.
Oh, everyone's doing the tank.
Look at this guy. He's touching his toes. He's got the Life Force in front of him.
Yeah, jump on our website, lifeforce.com, mylifeforce.com, and sign up. Get 30% off your first initial order. But Obes, I've been loving this product. To me, it's something I think that optimizes you as you grow older and start to learn about your body and how you might degress if you get older.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, but still, you got your blood draw coming up here quick. I mean, you're going to get all your results. You're going to have
more chubbies or what? More boners or what?
Buddy, you can get all. I mean, more just energy. Come into the studio. You're just vibing. Mental clarity's better.
It says right here on the webpage that's National League. It says better energy, deeper sleep, more focus. This one got my attention. Less body fat, greater strength, and healthier aging, up dog. I mean, if that's a little board of success there, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and I think touch on just the hormonal optimizing. I think I'm going to jump on. My hormone levels are a little low. So that means I might do a little hormone therapy. Maybe just,
does that mean you're not quite as horny as you once were? Or what does that mean?
I think it's, I don't know. You find that in the dictionary, but yeah, if you look at me compared to the way I was a little while back, yeah, I guess you could say that the proof is in the pudding.
I guess it is. So.
But no, our friends at mylifeforce.com, big supporters of the Missin Curfew podcast. Our promo code is Curfew, and we, women and men out there, jump in and optimize as you get older and want to have better life.
100%. Check out Life Force promo code
Curfew.
Updog, my former teammate Kevin Bieska. Juice, first of all, I love you. Congratulations here. You're a great Canuck. I'm looking at the camera when I'm talking to you.
We are all Canucks, Juice.
We're all Canucks, Juice. I loved playing with you. You deserved everything that you got, but holy fuck. It was the Kevin Bieska show for the whole week. It went on the Thursday. Shout out to his beautiful wife, Katie, got me to do a video for him. And I'm happy for Juice. When we think Canucks, even you, a guy that battled against them, you think Kevin Bieska, right? He deserved to retire Canuck.
Juice, you're tough as shit. I never wanted to fucking get in front of the net with you.
Yeah.
Nor did anyone. Or the Superman punch. You kidding me? I would never drop my gloves with you. You're crazy. But hey, solid player. He was a solid Canuck. But getting up there as the coach and telling the team, like, this is how you got to do things. I mean, I think you went a little overboard.
I mean, the whole morning skate, when he jumped on the morning skate, and by the way, Juice, you looked great. You look like you could still play.
Yeah.
So there's a feather in your cap.
Suit, of course. You
fucking had no visor on out there, which I respect it still to the day, right? It's nice to see out there. But when he wanted to go first in the drill, I had a Boer Havret, their captain.
Horvat.
He's like, Horvat. He's like, I'll do the wakey. I don't even know what the wakey is. Do you?
Yeah. Well, no, it had to have been a drill that when you probably left, they probably started doing the wakey all the time.
You think Greener?
I don't know if Greener would have done it. It would have been, it would have been Juice's last coach probably. Who would have that been?
That would have been Willie Desjardins. No?
It was probably that.
The wakey.
And the wakey. I'm thinking it's just the first drill in the morning, the wakey, like wake the fuck up.
I like the
not whacking it. Not the wacky.
I like the wakey. So you never heard the wakey in your 14-year career though either, right? I haven't either.
Not.
Like a drill I would have liked though.
Yeah.
Like wakey.
Can we just do this one for a while here? Yeah.
Like I thought the first drill was a Canada Cup always. That's what I thought. The old touch.
Yeah, mine was the 2-on. Actually, I don't know. It was probably mine one was the double guy. 2 guys leave on each side. You pass it to the one guy. He touches it. You do a circle and you get that back. That's a good long pass. Feel it out. Get the legs moving.
So Juice wanted to go first. I actually thought about you. I was like, that might be something Updog would do. Me and Up, we were joking, you loops on the group text. But then I thought, I'm like, Up, he hated going first, so he wouldn't have wanted to jump right in there.
Yep.
But he looked good. His morning skate looked great. Then he comes to the rink, walks in the rink with the guys, looking good.
Yeah.
And then he's getting dressed. I'm like, is he is he playing or what? And then his speech to the team was, you could tell he was passionate about it, but then he goes out for the face-off, snaps him. I don't know. I was just like, I would never be in that situation, but if I did it, I wouldn't take the morning skate. I wouldn't get dressed before the guys. I'd come out and I'd drop the puck and I'd say, hey, see you later. I don't know. It's something that Juice, I love you. I thought it was a little over the top. I'm going to be honest.
So,
if I got to call you out as a former teammate, I thought it was a little over the top, but well-deserved. You were a great Canuck. I will say that.
That's very well said.
Yeah.
I will touch on what the Blackhawks have done with their guys, and it's called like one more game or something.
That's right.
Right.
They come out for the anthem.
They come out and they skate around in warm-ups, and they skate around before the anthem, and then they stand out there for the national anthem, right? And then they get acknowledged. To me, if you sign that 1-day deal to come back, it's not like your jersey's getting hung in the rafters. That's different. Then you come out and drop the ceremony. Or if it's, they're just highlighting you and your career, then boom. But if you sign the 1-day deal to retire, I think you put the wheels on.
Yeah, well, you're itching to put the wheels on.
I know. I know.
Any teams out there want to give the Updog a 1-day contract? We need some more. We need some more content.
So no, I liked it. I would say, just his in the speech, because I watched it. I thought it was fucking.
Yeah, I was like, Updog, you got to check this out.
But he did talk, and you were in the room with him. He did talk a lot about how their dressing room was, how their team, was. I guess their group was excellent, and how everyone had their roles, and how, fourth line guys should be working out extra hard in the gym.
Yeah.
And if you're a guy that shoots, you should.
Darcy Hornchuk wasn't working out any harder when I was there.
I kind of feel like, I don't know if that was the right message to give the guys. I think the right message is like, guys, you're playing for the Canucks. This is a great honor. Our families, I grew up here. I wouldn't have been like singling out guys and telling them how to win games. That's just me. You're not the coach. I don't know what the coach was probably thinking when he started to dive in that.
Well, he played for Bruce in Anaheim, so he did pump Bruce's tires a little bit, saying Bruce allows you guys to play.
I just think like I don't know. It's not your right. You're on. You can say what you want when you're on TV with Hockey Night in Canada, and I think that's where you should tell the guys like what you think about how they're playing.
Yeah,
because you're supposed to critique them. But in the dressing room in that moment, like I would have been sitting there as a guy. If I was a 12-year player in the NHL, I'd have been sitting there laughing. I would have been like, "Are we kidding?"
I give the players credit. The current Canucks, they were in there like giving him his full attention. Which, Juice is a Canucks legend. Like
I agree.
He was there a long time. But it was funny. We were driving up to Riv yesterday in your car, and you had the couple podcasts up there, and it was the 32 Thoughts podcast. And him and Elliot Friedman always go at it.
Yeah.
But the title was Too Much Bieska.
And it was.
So I guess if I had to say, like, Juice, I love you, but it was too much Bieska. So
we're almost giving him too much right now.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought maybe
congrats, bud.
Congrats, Juice. I thought for maybe a content piece, maybe I sign a 1-day contract with the Roxy, and I make my return to the Roxy.
I would never retire from there. I would keep going if I were you.
Well, yeah. Maybe it's not a 1-day contract. Just maybe my return to the Roxy.
I think we just get you a full ambassador role there.
Yeah,
once a year you show up and you get the free bar tab. You get on stage.
Should we go up there? Should we go up there, fella tour style, in the new year and fucking do a podcast from the Roxy?
If they start winning, we should. Right? What do you think?
I just want to go to the Roxy with you. I'm looking for a reason.
We can still do that.
I'm looking for a reason. Hollywood up, dog. We used to hang out in Hollywood a little bit, probably a little bit too much if you ask some of our coaches and maybe girlfriends at the time.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds was on Jimmy Kimmel last night, and he said he is interested in buying the Ottawa Senators. Obviously, it would be a partnership group. I think this is a win-win, though. I mean, he's a Vancouver boy, Canucks fan, but if you can get Ryan Reynolds, I mean, I love it.
Yeah, Van Wilder. That used to be my celebrity lookalike when I was a kid.
Yeah, you got a little...
Like when I was like coming in the league, it was,
I kind of
before it was like, hey, you and Shane O'Brien look alike. Yeah. It was like, hey, do you know who you look like? Ryan Reynolds. And I'm like, God damn, that's cool. Van Wilder's my favorite character.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Right?
I always was like hoping I looked like Ryan Reynolds.
And then Waiting's great flick.
Great flick. Great flick.
So for me, he's been a great owner in the soccer world. He's got his team over in, I believe it's France, and he's just loving life, and he shows up to these games and the fucking fans love him. And I think he's a good Canadian face. He's got an incredible following. He's fucking hilarious. He's now producing movies. He's acting in movies. He's got a smoking hot wife, Blake Lively.
Yeah, plus if Blake's sitting up in the owner's suite,
this might actually make people go to games in Ottawa if he shows up there.
How much do you think the Ottawa Senators are worth?
I think I know this. What's it, 600 million?
It says here, as of 2022, November 5th.
Yep.
So that's pretty recent, right? What the fuck is the date here?
It's 3
days ago. $525 million by Forbes.
And that was
last December.
Yeah. So you'd probably say they got up 50 mil.
I mean, when you think Sens, you got to think new rink too, right? Like if you're coming in, does it you want a downtown rink? Like how is that all going to play into it? I'd be interested to see how. Well, because you don't want to buy the team and stay in Canada.
No, and I think this has been an ongoing thing with the previous ownership and, Melnick, God rest his soul. But there was a lot of issues between him and the city and him and the team and, him not wanting to spend extra money. And now I think, the two daughters wanting to get rid of this team, I think there's an opportunity for the next group of owners to sit down with the city, to sit down with, say, Ontario or wherever the hell they want to put this thing, because it's a border city, I think, correct? Ottawa.
I mean, it's close to Quebec,
but
it's not a border. But
let's be honest, it's the nation's capital. Someone's going to pay for a new rink. It's the nation's
capital.
It's not going to be owners paying for the new rink. So someone is going to have to pass, and good luck doing it. But there should be some taxpayer money pay for the new rink because it would bring an entertainment value to the city of Ottawa. Downtown Ottawa is a beautiful place. Obviously we talked about this on the podcast. Canada is not.
Canada stinks.
You're not getting anyone to come visit you at the hotel.
What was that hotel?
It was.
I'm not going to remember.
Oh my God, it's called.
It wasn't a bad hotel.
Brook Street.
Brookline. Brook Street. Something like that.
Right.
But anyway, it was something like that. But I joked to Billy Quinn about hey Billy, buy the Ottawa Senators. But it would be intriguing for these smart businessmen that are diving into it. Like when you get the new rink approved, this franchise now is worth $525 million and it's in fucking Canada. You build a brand new downtown rink with condos around it and boom, all of a sudden it's worth $1 billion probably, right?
Yeah, you're not right. Look at businessman O'Brien. I think it's a great play.
How much cash
you got?
Right now, you want to try to do this or what?
No, and it's fine.
What's Amazon at today?
Trying to finance right now with interest rates the way they are. This takes real player money now. You're not just borrowing fucking
even Ryan
$500-600 million to buy a team and not putting anything down like you could. You should leverage real estate and portfolio and future portfolio to buy these teams. Now they're going to be like, there to show me the money. I think Ryan Reynolds hits it right on the face. You need some big time players to back this.
Yeah. Do they leverage their business towards buying a team? They would never do that, would they? Or would they have to
Yeah, a lot of guys, yeah.
Wow. That's when it's like,
look at franchise values. They've never really gone down ever.
That's true.
So if you can get a team and hold on to it and even make it just not bleed out completely. And by that, I mean like turn it into the fucking, I guess what team would you say has just shit the bed?
Arizona?
But even still, they're
on the way up.
They haven't gone down.
We love Arizona. We're on board with Arizona. But if you looked at Arizona right now and you said they're playing in a 5,000 seat arena, it was probably not the. Let's see what they're worth. Arizona Coyotes are worth $400 million, and they're playing at Mullet Arena. Is that true?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, because they never owned Glendale either. Like it's not, I don't know. Fuck. What do we know?
I think someday that team, when they get the new barn in Tempe, you've heard it here first, that'll be a $1 billion organization too. But Ryan Reynolds, I hope it works out. I think it's great. Anytime you get famous people involved. We were driving back from the golf yesterday, and you said, we were talking about Jamie Benn on Zach Hyman. And you said, Obes, it's still fucking hockey.
Totally.
And I
you
said,
can be a bully.
Right.
Yeah. As in, you can be a bully.
Why don't more guys like Jamie Benn?
Because there's not more guys.
No,
like
I know,
Jamie
but
Benn.
he continued to do this.
I know. It's great.
I love Zach Hyman as a player. He's playing his balls off. He's great, but he's not going to fight Jamie Benn.
I know.
And like you said, it's still fucking hockey.
And then he goes out and gets a hat trick.
It's awesome. I mean, Dallas is doing some fucking.
I played so much hockey against Jamie Benn when we were at the Blues, and it was consistently, if Jamie Benn wanted to go out and do this to us, we had problems. You have trouble beating a team when their leader is their toughest player. He's their emotional player. He's the guy that quarterbacks their power play and leads their team into war. And Hitchcock always used to say, we got to take care of the head of the snake, boys. But when he goes out there and kind of runs your show, like a guy like Evander Kane might have to step up and do something about it. He's the only one. Like I asked, how did Nurse play in the game? He played all right, but Evander Kane could be the guy that steps up. But he even, I watched most of that game. Even he didn't do much.
Kane's the guy that's got to step up there and do something better if he wants to.
Just because you can't let him do that. As soon as he gains that psycho edge on you, psychology edge, you're kind of done. Your team is like, fuck, really? We got to. This guy's just beating.
Ben's fucking beating up Hyman. What am I?
And he's scoring a hattie. Like McDavid's got to go get 6.
Yamamoto's like shit. Puljujarvi's like, fuck, where am I?
Yeah.
What's Puljujarvi's stats? Does he have a fucking goal yet?
I don't know. He turned the puck over about 8 times last night.
I saw some lines the other day where they had him back up with McDavid. I'm like, they cannot continue to give this guy an opportunity. But like the Updog said, it's still fucking hockey. Good on Jamie Benn. Dallas is rolling Updog. Something I wanted to bring up to you here. Injuries. There's been 90 players have been hurt or considered hurt since the start of the season. 93 players already. Listen, I'm going to fucking say it. These guys right now, everyone is so fucking like skinny and in fucking great shape and this and that. Like, I don't know, Updog. These injuries to me, like, I know you battled injuries through your career, so maybe you're the guy to talk to about it a little bit. Like, to me, to have these top guys hurt all the time, like, is that not a concern for some of these coaches and GMs and owners? Like, if I'm paying you fucking $10 million, I want you out there all the time. Like, to me, that's a big number. I think these guys have gotten in such good shape and they're so lean and so, like, I get it. It's not as physical as when we played, but still, like, a little corner weight wouldn't hurt anyone, would it? Like, fucking eat a sandwich, boys. I mean, I should probably lay off a sandwich, but I don't know. It's like these guys are getting hurt all the time.
I mean, it's hockey, bro. It's contact sport. I mean, first off, injuries they come and go. We're 13 games into this damn season for most teams. 93 players on the IR. The Washington Capitals. I took Edmonton Oilers against Washington last night, even though they went to the East Coast.
Man,
because they got 7-8 guys that are hurt.
Yeah.
And like we kind of often talk about hockey, on any given night, both teams are, lacing up their skates the same way. They're both taping their sticks and they're going out and they're all pros. Hockey's a tough sport to bet on when these young players come up and try to prove themselves. To me, injuries, if it's a lot of hips and if it's knees and ankles, if it's lower body stuff, it's bad ice. And if it's
there's always bad ice in the show.
If it's sore hip flexors, it's either bad ice or you didn't get enough sleep the night before and you went out and tweaked a muscle. Maybe these guys are just going out too much.
I hope if that's the case, I apologize for the injuries.
Retract your whole comment.
If these injuries are from fucking going out and having a good time and enjoying the finer things in the league, I apologize.
Maybe they're not getting enough sleep.
I think these guys are too fucking, they're like the up dog. They're all cock and ribs. Like they're just, they're lean.
The coyotes out there.
They're lean. Like, I don't know. You know, we played with guys that were, you know, there was some meat on the bones out there.
They were slow too. No, but you're right.
They were slow. They were slow.
Kovalev was a big boy. You weren't moving him around.
Yeah.
Datsuk had fucking massive legs on him. But like, look at these, you know.
Size still matters though, right?
Crosby's fucking.
As the girl said,
size
doesn't matter. They're lying. Size matters. And size still matters in the NHL. Like you look at the Vegas Golden Knights blue line. I believe the smart, I know this from, I was looking at their team this morning. Their smallest guy in defense is Alex Martinek at 6'1". You still need size in the NHL. Don't get me wrong. Like New Jersey, we've talked about it before. You know, they maybe figured it out. Speed up front, size on the back end. I don't know. If there's a GM out there, my teams. But then you look at a team like the St. Louis Blues who are a little slow. Like, it's like, God, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard, I guess.
My poor Blues, man. Are we talking about them today?
We can talk about whatever you want. This is our podcast.
Oh, man. I watched them play last night. They're on a skid of skids.
I know.
And You've been there. I want to see them this weekend. I don't even know if they're going to be allowed out.
Oh, they're going out.
Huh?
I mean, if you're on a losing streak like this and you're heading into Vegas, I mean, you got to just take the boys out.
I was texting, a little shout out here, but I was texting with John Hamm this morning because he'll be at the game
Saturday. He owes me dinner still. Did you tell him that?
Or he's going to see us. So he's going to we'll get that off him here.
I want dinner at Craig's from Hammer. Tell him.
He just asked me, he's like, are we going to win one? I think we're down 8 in a row now.
I thought he was going to ask you if you're going the Rhino. Are we going the Rhino? John, we're going the Rhino,
I'm not sure, Johnny, but we'll figure that out.
I'm going the Rhino, John.
You know, they got Philadelphia tonight. They've had some success in Philly. I know that for a fact, which is why I took Vladimir Tarasenko over 2.5 shots tonight on DraftKings. But
nice.
They, listen, they need, Kairu's got 1 assist.
He's not really earning that money. I remember.
If you went back, show me, please.
If you went back to the film or back to the audio, you said, me and you both talked about the deal we gave him, and you said now it's time that he has to earn it. He's a guy that you got to step up in those moments. Like we talked about factors real quick before I'll turn it back over to you, but like it can't always be on Ryan O'Reilly's shoulders, right? No. Like he can't take all the fucking blame here. Like Kairo's a guy that's making big bucks. Come on,
yeah, and listen, maybe he was better in a guy like David Perron's shadow.
They miss that fucking guy.
They do. And he kept Ryan O'Reilly.
Miss that
guy. The guy held onto the puck. He made great plays. He has a great shot. He was a threat on their power play. Now that goes straight to Kyrou in that spot, and it's not, he's struggling with it.
It's a great point.
What is Kyrou, you know, I don't know him that well, but is he going to be upset going into this year if he doesn't have an 8-year deal? For fucking millions and millions?
I think they're all upset now if they don't get 8-year deals. Like, I think they just say they're not going to play or something.
Why is this?
I have no fucking idea.
I love to be in the war room when we're talking about these, you know, these younger players and kind of where they stand. The precedence is set way too high.
I would say from the owners and GMs, maybe with the cap going up, they think in the back half of the deals that they might be bargains. But let's pull up the stats. You can still
get them to do it 2 years in a row.
Yeah, where else are they going to go? There's no other league they can play in. Don't they know this? It's the best league in the world. You can be like, hey, fuck you. I'll give you a 3-year deal.
Very well said. I just...
Internet's a little slow here at Hall Pass Media today.
When I see these organizations do so well, and, you know, I obviously love the St. Louis Blues, I want them to stay on the right trajectory, but they haven't had a first round pick in the top 15 for years and years and years. I don't know how great their young players are coming up. What are you looking at?
Are you ready for this?
What stat is that?
Are you ready for Jordan Kyrou's stats?
He had his first assist last night.
And listen, I'm not a big plus-minus guy, but when you're down here, when you got 10 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, and you're minus 15.
Yeah. I know, and I watched some plays last night. There's like, you're turning on pucks. You're not like stopping in the D zone. You're actually not doing anything in the D zone.
I mean, they're just having a bad year. Even the fact
that Binnington's been good, but they can't. They're just not playing in front of them that well.
I would say I've watched the Blues play, quite often this year, and they've cost me some money early in the year. Like they started off 3-0, but they won that game in Seattle where I told you, I'm like, Uppy, they didn't look very good to me. Yeah. I thought they played good in Boston. I thought, we looked at that yesterday on DraftKings. The Bees were minus 205, and I'm so cold right now that I didn't touch it, but I was leaning towards the Blues. I'm like, that's a game They won the Stanley Cup in there. Maybe they get the mojo of, I don't know, walking back in the rink, and they found a way. They almost won that game.
Yeah. Yeah, like I love Krug. I think the injury last year in the playoffs has still kind of lingered and affected him. Parayko, now trying to be the first right hand, their 1D. He hasn't quite lived up to that since they got rid of Petro. Yes, they brought in Justin Falk, and I love Justin Falk. I think he's their best D-man, but they are not headed in the right direction, unfortunately. And that is just only going to cause Doug Armstrong to make some really hard and critical decisions down the stretch. If they continue like this, you're not going to see our boy Factor on their team. You're not going to see there's going to be some movement. Braden Shen might get moved.
Schenner's the only one, and Justin Falk. Schenner's got 10 points in 10 games. Falk's got 10 and 10. Vladdy's got 9 and 10. Thomas 7 points.
I just think they're going to have to shake things up if they don't.
Having kind of bad years, right? Like, how teams, like, everyone has a good year.
Yeah.
Just right now they're off to a. But I will say this: if things are going bad, if they lose to Philly tonight,
yeah, it's not good.
Then they play at home against San Jose on Thursday. So listen, win tonight, beat the Sharks at home. I don't know if they're going to beat Vegas or not, but then we go out after the game.
I'm hammering the Blues in Vegas.
You are?
Yeah, I'm getting on them.
Even though you're staying in the.
No, I'm going to take them.
You are?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not going to.
You're going to take them before you see how these next 2 games shake out. What if they lose these next 2 games?
I know the character in that room, and when they go to Las Vegas, they're winning that game.
You think because they're going to leave it all out there?
They're going to go for it. Maybe that's Kyra's breakout.
Do they beat the Philly?
Maybe
do they
that's
beat the
when
Flyers?
Fat Daddy goes and gets a nice hattie, gets the boys fired up.
Do they beat the Flyers tonight? Tuesday?
Yeah, they do.
I think they're going to beat the Sharks Thursday. That's for sure. I'm going to probably put a
back-to-back Boston, Philly.
Who's their backup goalie? I don't even know.
They have Gracie.
Gracie.
Old Gracie.
He's a good backup. Yeah, they do have Thomas Greiss. I think they'll get it figured out there, but it's their structure to me, Updog. And I asked you about Craig Berube. Like, everybody, let's see, great coach. Every coach has a window, right? They'll admit it. They're hired to get fired. To me, it's their structure right now. Like, they've never been the fleetest of foot team. You can see they're squeezing the stick. It's just sucked. Poor fat guy takes a penalty in the third. Like, guy kills more penalties than anyone. You know that, Ups. When you're losing games, little shit like that just ends up in the back of your net.
And it feels like it just adds up. But you're listening to it right here. They win in Vegas.
Come on. Wow. I don't know. I'm looking forward to that game. I'm looking forward to after that game. I'm not going to lie to you. But Connor McDavid is going to catch me here soon. Games played up, dog. I think playoff games should count too, by the way. Why don't playoff games count towards how many games I've played in the NHL?
I think
because I'd have like over 600 almost.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say anyone's really keeping track. So if you just wanted to say like I got 650,
well, they could look it up. But Cooley's the best at that. When Cooley introduced me on NHL, he says I have over 600 games, over 1,000 penalty minutes.
Yeah,
I played 540 games. I got like 900 penalty minutes. I'm like, Cooley sounds way better though. But Connor McDavid, 500 games played up, dog. We were shooting the shit yesterday. Tell our listeners what you got there.
The moment that Connor McDavid stepped on the ice last night, and I bet the Oilers to win, and they came out kind of laying an egg. Yes, of course. And McDavid, I love the kid. Last night, he became the leader among active players in points and assists. So he's got 722 points, 471 assists in first 500 games. So he just passed Sidney Crosby as the leader among active players in points in first 500 games, which I think is an incredible feat because I seen Sidney Crosby do it his first 500 games. And unfortunately, he probably got 100 of those against me and the teams I was playing for. So it's an incredible feat, and I think he's only getting better. I literally think Connor McDavid is not even at full speed, at full capacity.
I think you're right.
God damn it. I hope the Oilers can just do something with him because if not, we need Connor McDavid winning the Stanley Cup somewhere else.
Yeah, 722 points through 500 games, sixth most all time. To your point of he's maybe not even at his prime yet. Him and your boy 29 there. Listen, they got 43 combined points in the last 10 games. 29 and 97. 43.
Was that updated as of this morning?
That was before last night's game.
Because they got 5 points last night.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, the guys they're all just doing some fucking that 29 and 97.
I'll tell you who's not fucking, Jack Campbell. I mean, I like Soupy. What's going 5 years, 25 bananas, he's back out?
I mean, question mark, right?
Maybe
so there's a question mark going in. But what goalie was out there? Ville Husso? How's that? He's doing great.
Maybe goalies go to Edmonton just to where careers go to die. Although my boy Smitty last year kicked right to the conference finals.
Yeah, he did.
Mike Smith didn't get enough love that he deserved in Edmonton. I'll say that.
Yeah, but watching the games live that we saw in the playoffs, it was like, whoa, he made some great saves. Some, weren't so great. And obviously their team didn't play so well in front of him at times, but he made some good saves, big boy, and a hell of a career.
Fuck yeah. I want to get Smitty on. I don't know where he is. Probably doing some outdoorsy shit or something. He's got he's got 5 kids or something.
Catching cougars and shooting fucking moose.
He's like an outdoorsy guy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
Hunter.
a beauty. One of my best teammates ever, Mike Smith, man. He's a beauty.
Yeah.
Hilarious, competes, just fun to be around.
He came to one of my after parties in Philly.
I bet he did. Year anniversary. We talked about Vegas this weekend. Shout out to our boy Jack Eichel. Ikes, we'll see you in Vegas, fella, this weekend. It's been a year since the trade. I think Eichel looks better and better each game. I don't want to toot my own horn here about the Vegas Golden Knights. A lot of hockey left up, dog. I did get him at 20-1 at the start of the season. I did pick him to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. I did also pick the Pittsburgh Penguins to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. But
so did I.
Ikes, I think it's been a great trade. That was the number one center they needed. He's playing like it. And from a Buffalo perspective, Alex Tuck, he's been in there doing his thing. They've changed the culture. It's a win-win for both sides.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think 1 year, if you ask both GMs, they both couldn't be happier.
I like Buffalo right now. I think like you just said, I think it's a great trade. We saw Ikes before he got to play his first game last year in Vegas. He was nervous. He wasn't quite sure like the speed and how it was going to be, and he kind of had to tiptoe into things. He's a man on a mission. He's playing great. He's had some incredible highlight
full
plays.
Training camp, full summer. You know how that is as an
He's
ex-player.
their go-to guy, exactly what he needs to be. And then, touching on Buffalo, which I just said I love, they're a young, great team. They're exciting. They score a lot of goals. Boy, was I completely wrong about Tage Thompson this year so far. And you talk about giving...
No, you weren't. You just said you got to be better. And he has been, obviously.
Yeah, but I also said he wasn't going to score, I think, 37 goals or something like that was his over-under on DraftKings, and I took the under. Well, he's proven me wrong. 6 points last week in a game. I mean, don't
worry, Patrick Liney's proven me wrong, too, on the other way.
That used to take me like 4 months to get 6 points. But just a good young team.
I got something I can say.
Eric Comrie, we talked about him last week. We're big fans of the Comrie family and the Comrie kid. He's kicking, and he's playing well. Cost me a little bit of money when they lost to Tampa. They were up 4-3 or 3-2 with 4 minutes to go, and they end up losing in regulation.
See, that's a game. That's a good learning experience for them, right?
Yeah.
Tough on your wallet. I feel you. It sucks for you, but as ex-players,
I was getting good odds.
It
was plus 220.
Yeah, that's a good bet. But that's when, like, as you've been on like a good young team, you're like, it sucks we lost that game, but you get on the plane, you're like, all right, boys, let's learn from that one, eh? Ups, where you're playing cards, you're like, fuck, boys, that's the 2-time Stanley Cup champs. We had them on the ropes. Let's not forget about that one. I'll get some more wine too, please. Yeah. I'll have a steak and some more wine. But Ikes keep going. It's been a great trade. I'm happy to see Buffalo back. I think it.
Fucking hot wings and fucking hot dogs over there, huh? Let's go.
I'll never forget when Torch stumped the hot wings. I'm like, not the hot wings, Torchy.
Those wings are so damn good there.
I ate them off the floor, I'm not going to lie. I mean,
I'll show you, Torch,
when he got out of there being Andre Wall, I picked a few up. I'm like, fuck NHL.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not letting Torch ruin my Buffalo wings.
They vacuum the floor in the NHL after every...
Spit shine it.
Yeah.
There was American
League. There's a lot
of
spit on there, too.
If there was American League, I wasn't going to fucking eat her off the ground.
How about the guys just hacked spits right on the floor? What did you say to those guys?
Chew?
No, just like a...
Oh.
Well,
you know how you get the rubber part in the room?
Yeah.
You can spit on that if you want.
No, there's the garbage cans. But
I would lay a towel down in front of me.
Yeah,
and
some
if I
guys
had
are just like, hey.
Yeah, no, you say, hey, buddy.
Come on, man. It's
up.
like cutting your toenails like on the fucking floor, not picking them up with the tape. You just wrap the tape upside down. And just,
do you ever shave your nuts in the shower? I used to give guys shit. I'd be like, boys, shave your nuts at home.
Yeah, totally, right?
Like, I don't need, like... Fucking
This
pubes.
fucking ball hair just
Especially-
clogging up the fucking drains.
Especially as a married guy, I'm like, what do you need to shave your balls for, bud? You're just going home and
you're going on the road. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're going to LA, Anaheim. That's right. Go ahead, bud. Shave it up.
I'm like, hey, yeah. What's the old lady gonna say when you come home? You haven't shaved your balls all year, but there's like there's a 12 game fucking roadie here.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite line as a single guy. We'd land after a road trip. I'm like, all right, boys. Good luck pretending you're horny when you get home. Good luck pretending you're horny, boys. That's great. I can't wait to see Ike. He's a beauty. I'm glad they're having a good year. Come on, Vegas, baby. Come on. I mean, how great. Tom Riley, Todd Pickup.
Yeah, we need the boys back.
If they go to the finals or something sick, that would be unreal for us.
I agree.
I want to give a shout out to Gary Lawless too. We text a lot, become buddies. Law man, he's a beauty. We got to get him on. He's excited about
what's the big boy saying?
I mean, they go on the road. They got a great setup. I mean,
Is he going on the road?
They go on the road. Him and Nides. Obviously, Nides does the play-by-play, but I think he does the play-by-play for the radio on the road, and then he has a cool little segment called Lawless in Order.
Yeah,
Vegas does a great job for productions. If your teams around the league, you can tell they spend a little bit more to get more people, to have more segments.
Yeah,
it's an intermission I watch. Mm-hmm. Out of the 32 teams, I can tell you the ones: Vegas, the Avalanche, Ducks. Sometimes I'll watch the intermission because I like Frenchie. And then sometimes back home Sportsnet, Murph.
Yeah.
But the rest, I don't really.
Not perfect.
I don't. And then the TNT boys. I think they gave Biz a little breather. I think they gave Biz a little breather.
We should start watching the Wednesday night TNTs together.
Yeah, I would love that. We should start doing some Instagram live stuff too.
Maybe pop over when the kids are down.
Yeah.
Catch the second game.
Yeah.
Cook some steaks.
Or you can always pop down, eh?
Drink that Camus.
Don't think about the up dog. It's always a one-way invite. Eh? You want to come up?
Why the fucking
I'm
kids?
thinking you think he'd want to get out of the fucking house, wouldn't you?
I got the wine fridge and the kids.
I think he'd want to come down to the Bay Club and check out.
Got a little more space at the Updog Palace there.
Oh no, my couch is fucking put the feet up, Binger. That's my office.
I'm team up. Yeah, I'm a homebody. You come to me. I'm not traveling.
That's our problem.
Homebody.
Like it's not that I don't want to watch. I would love to watch the game with him, and I love his beautiful daughter and Beckham. But I'm fucking marinating on the couch there.
He's
it's
marinating.
Full marination.
He's got the tongue out, and he's just got the wine going in the side of the mouth. He's just comfy. Eh?
Especially now since they turned the clocks back. About 5:30, I draw the blinds so I can see it later. Hey, Binger?
You get a nice breeze, though, at the Bay Club. Good breeze over there.
We got to start watching a little more hockey together. I would agree with that. So, Updog, let's talk Goodlife, baby. We got them on right now. I got the website up here. Pull it up. It comes up to a couple nice black tarps right here. I like that. You know, it's fall, winter time. We put an order in with our boy from Goodlife. What was his name again?
Oh, Grant. Our
Grant,
boy.
great guy, sending me some nice new threads. The hoodies.
Fucking Black Friday coming up.
Fuck, I got 3 or 4 sick hoodies. Updog, and these T-shirts I wanted to.
You know what? I got to send
T-shirts, bro, and these striped long sleeve ones are unbelievable.
Yeah, the Polar Tech hoodies and the Polar Tech pants, and I like to do the same color top and bottom, make it look like a goddamn suit.
Yeah, those
you
are
got
sick.
the Polar Tech shirt jacket, and then you get the same style pants. It's a kind of a badass look.
It's like the Irish mobster look, kind of, right? When you got like Conor McGregor, you look like
no undies.
You look
and
like
just
the notorious Conor McGregor.
Let the blood flow, just happen.
Yeah, that's the hoodies I got. How do you say them, Updog? The Polar Tech.
Polar Techs.
Yeah, those look sick.
Yeah.
And then the velour joggers.
Or the Canada hand knit cardigan.
All their fall and winter stuff looks sick. So check it out. Thanks to Grant for hooking us up. Goodlife got the boys looking sharp in the studio. Speaking of good, reverse retro jerseys.
Yeah.
Fuck, we might have to
Pittsburgh's was juice.
Pittsburgh's were juice. Zucker's salute was unbelievable.
Right?
And then Yager's chirp telling him his shot wasn't hard enough was unbelievable. I loved Anaheim's.
Yeah.
I loved Anaheim's. I think
red
I loved
pants, though?
the
You
orange.
like the
I don't
red
know
pants?
if I love the orange pants or not.
I wasn't a big fan of the red pants.
But I like that old symbol, and I like those colors. Like I
like
really
the
think
Mighty
they
Duck.
should think about going back to that symbol.
Yeah.
Like I love it with the new colors.
Did you like the whale? The Vancouver? Is it the trucker guy or is it the whale?
Oh, Johnny Canuck.
Yeah.
Those are sick. Johnny Canuck. Yeah, those were National League. Tampa Bay's, that might be the only thing that.
Winnipeg's is great.
The pegs were good. Washington's, listen, I want to talk to you about this. So when they had those old school uniforms with the eagle and the black and gold, Peter Bondra, Olaf Kolzig, they were kind of shit back then, right?
Yep.
Now you see them, like why does every old jersey, you guys can jump in here too on this,
Yeah.
why does every old jersey, especially in hockey, when they come back, they look sicker than they did before? Like even with the Ducks, like purple and eggplant when it came back, I'm like, wow, those are sick. Why do we ever get rid of those? Because those black ones with the eagle on the Capitals
sick.
that Ovi was drafted in, those are nasty.
Yeah, Peter Bondra and Yogs and shit.
Olaf Kolzig,
Fucking
Dale Hunter,
Brashear. By the way, this
Joey
Florida
Juno. Hey, Joey Juno.
This Florida Panthers one is so nasty. Have you seen the baby blue?
My favorite one.
The baby blue
It's
with
nasty.
the yellow. So when I was there, this was our patch, the stick with the palm tree through it. That was our patch on our shoulders. And I had Frosty and Moods back in the day. I just bought these New Era black hats. You probably remember this. And I took the patch off the jersey and I fucking had it stitched right in the middle of the hat. And I had every fan after every game I'd do an interview be like, where the hell do we find these hats? And I'm like, you got to fucking be on this goddamn team. You got to have Frosty and Moods set you up. They cut the patch off.
That was sick, man.
Yeah, the fucking, it used to be our shoulder patch. So anyway, great job on that. I think, the Canadians, Montreal Canadiens is good. The Kings, the Kings are nasty.
It's a cool thing they're doing. Boston, the Pooh Bear. Did you like that one last night? The all white with the Pooh Bear.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I like those ones too.
Fuck, they played well in them.
The Rangers had the Liberty ones.
I can't wait to see St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis needs to change their uniforms to what you wore in the Winter Classic.
Yeah, I believe so.
Like, take a picture of like what the Calgary and Edmonton. Go back to those just blue with the yellow and white. Simple, sick.
Detroit's is gonna look badass. They got the stripe. They got like the old school stripe.
Where it just says Detroit.
It says Detroit, but they got the black stripe, Detroit, and then 2 stripes underneath it.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Florida one, buddy.
Awesome. Those are great jerseys, Obes. I love what the NHL's doing there. Sell more jerseys, make more money, less escrow.
The Islanders one, though, with the Fisherman, and the Buffalo one. I didn't like the Buffalo one. Those were the 2 ones I wanted to rip a little bit. See Buffalo with the white pants, too. It looks shit.
Yeah. Those are brutal. That's like...
Look at St. Louis's, though. Those look nasty.
Seattle.
The Oilers look good. It's all great. So... where was I here? Up dog. What we wanted to talk about was, I got my milk carton for the week. We talked about the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm putting the Penguins on the milk carton. It says they've lost, I believe, 7 straight. They're giving up leads. I don't know. We talked about Craig Berube. Fuck.
Yeah.
And listen, I think Mike Sullivan's a hell of a coach. He's got 2 cups. He was actually, good to me in Tampa. There comes a time where I think you got one last run here with the fucking Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't know, maybe bring in some new voice to see if you can squeeze the last bit of championship pedigree out of here. But the Canucks are 3-1-1 since I put them on there. I'm putting the Pittsburgh Penguins on the milk cart. Come on, boys. I got you going to the final.
I couldn't agree more. That's a great milk carton. For me...
You wanted to put Josh Anderson on the milk carton, didn't you?
I did, actually.
Yeah.
I was going to put my bookie on there, but...
That hit... Throw him on the milk carton because I love this kid's game, but there's no room for that hit, right?
Do we have his hit in this rundown? Because that hit was so fucking bad.
Yeah.
It was the cheek bender.
Claude on Draper.
Yeah, and it's just there's no room for hockey. There's no room for that hit in hockey. That's like the guy's in a vulnerable position. You know that there's no fucking the dasher board is all he's going to eat. I like the way Petro got up and went after him. I like the way their team answered it too.
I like how the whole team responded.
I love the way Josh Anderson plays, but that hit was dirty.
There's no room.
Milk carton, Josh Anderson, but there's no room for that in hockey.
No, I want physical play more than anyone, and I know you do too because you played the game the right way. Josh Anderson, we love you, like you said, up dog. That's a great milk carton. Real quick, this guy Fox Kucherov, 20 points in 12 games. The last time he played a full regular season, he won the Hart Trophy, I believe, and he looks like he's fucking maybe on his way to give Connor and the boys a little push. For how fast Connor is and Nate and Matthews and all these guys, Kucherov can slow it down.
Silky passes.
He's so much fun to watch right now. He's so
one
much
touches.
fun to watch.
He's the reason why I lost that bet against Buffalo the other week. He had 2 assists in the last fucking 4 minutes that were just
juicy,
just tasty,
unreal.
And Coach Coop. Coach Coop loved the coochie.
He's playing great. His vision. He did a little one-touch pass. They were playing Ottawa last week, and I had the Tampa. He did a little one-touch pass, slowed her down for point. Point came in for a breakaway. So, Kucherov.
How good do you think they drew that up?
I just think he saw him.
That play was so quick and fine and nasty.
I just think
I wonder if he
sees the ice so well that he's just like, I'm going to slow it down for point. Because Shabbat was going that way, and then Kucherov slowed it down and point read it, and he was fucking gone.
It reminded me like a football play. Like it was all dialed in. Like fucking Brady had Evans going wide and Fournette up the pipe, and he just was like,
Yeah, could have been. I mean, I love watching Kuch right now. He's could be my favorite player to watch right now. So this guy fucks. DraftKings, top titty, buddy. DraftKings promo code Curfew Kings. I once again didn't get in there. That's 2 weeks in a row. So only 72 guys in there, so we're not the only one that missed it. Get in there, take on the boys. Brento, shout out to Mickey Katz. Wow, 209 points. That seems like it's a lot.
Hell yeah. A lot of goals scored last
Mickey
Friday?
Katz, 12. Holy shit.
There's a lot of goals with only 2 games.
Bringing a little new flavor to the winner of Top Titty here. Our boy Maxie
Friday.
has this sick little thing on the webpage, which is what up, dog?
www.missioncurfew.com, baby.
Fuck, you're good at that. You need another job as a voiceover. Top Titty, go to the curfew calls. Click that little red button that Maxie's got. You got 30 seconds. We don't want your life story. 30 seconds on why you picked your team, why you won Top Titty. Me and the Up Dog are going to listen to it on the air, break it down, go through the winning team, and try to beat you the next week.
It's a Top Titty incubator. We want to know how you analyze all that goodness.
Friday games, we got Pittsburgh against Toronto, Tampa, Washington, Sharks, Stars, Wild, Kraken. I don't know, Up Dog. I think probably Pittsburgh and the Leafs will tickle a little bit, and then
that should be point
maybe
night,
Dallas
to be
at
honest.
home. Maybe Dallas at home.
Night. I think the Lightning. These are all what are teaming up to be first period overs too. By the way, but yeah, I'm gonna swing the probably the Kraken.
Crackheads.
I like the Kraken, which is crazy because at the start of the year I'd be taking the Minnesota Wild over the Kraken all day long. Although the Wild have played better, I think the Kraken are a fast, good team.
Kraken can score. They can score.
And then I think point night's going to be here in Pittsburgh at Leafs. I think both teams they're just forgot how to play defense.
Fire wagon hockey when they're just going both ends. Fire wagon hockey. Remember?
Just fire wagon, throwing fucking fire out of the wagon. But
what's that beauty that Doc Emmerich used to say? Fire wagon hockey or chuck wagon hockey or something.
Hockey misses Doc Emmerich.
Curfew calls. Anyways, check out Top Titty. I'm getting in this week. Promo code Curfew Kings. Up Dog, curfew calls. I'm going to read the first one here. Dan Sheehan, rookie parties, right up our wheelhouse. Fellas, at one point in the season, this is a great question for Up Dog. At what point in the season do teams start throwing rookie parties? Is it the first nice road trip with a day off, or teams typically wait until the dog days after the season? And what was your favorite rookie party that you were a part of? Love the show, boys. Rest in peace, Jimmy Broadway Scoops. Up Dog. I mean, you were Mr.
Boys want to be just taken right into the life of the
you were
rookie
Mr.
party.
Rookie Party.
Listen, teams nowadays, you're all on a big group text, right?
Yeah.
Come July, when the season schedule comes out, the group text gets a little fired up. Boys look at the schedule. Look at usually, a dip in the schedule where you don't play so many games. Is that at the beginning or midway? You hope, because very hard to plan a rookie party down the stretch. Coaches always have an excuse to not to do it, right? You're like, okay, well, it seems like March in between games 68 and 70.
Yeah, you can't wait that long.
You can't wait that long because the coaches are going to either go, you fucking suck, and now we're not having this rookie dinner, or you know what, we're in the battle now. Let's just focus on hockey. Meanwhile, you're like, well, I gave you the option in October, but you said we're going to push it back to this. So you really have to have a sturdy date set. It's where the leaders all get together. They walk into the coach's office, and no, it's not to talk about the power play or talk about, the fucking defensive zone. It's to talk about the rookie party. So I like to set that date early, and I like to do it early. And then my favorite rookie party, Obes, I was part of. God, there's so many great ones. There's so many great ones. But the best ones were my friend. They were in Vancouver, and they happened at Pierre's, Peter Gurge's West Oak, and they were just good parties. Guys left it all out there.
Yeah.
We usually practice the next day. One, you were there with us.
Yeah, that was my last one. I knew it was going to be my last one. I left her all out there.
Did you leave her all out there?
Fuck, did I ever?
All right. I left home a little early, but that's me.
I did go home a little bit early, but I had to. But I did go home a little bit early. You're right. You're right.
We did have
Way to
practice
call me
the
out,
next
though.
day.
I did go home a little bit early, but I didn't have a choice. But good job. You're right. I should have, for my last rookie party, I should have.
You should have just let her eat.
I should have let her eat. So you're right, Up Dog. Way to keep me honest.
Yeah.
For me, I'm with you early. Unless you think your team's going to be so bad. But I was never on teams that were like that bad. The 1 year. But I would like to get them early.
What was your best city to have it in?
Yeah, I got it down here. LA with Cons. We did one, 2 in LA. One was with Nashville, was unbelievable. But the one with Denver, we did it at the.
Did you have after party set up?
Fuck, we went to Teddy's and then I had the fucking Roosevelt suite with the Roosevelt sign.
Perfect.
It was unbelievable. That one was legendary. Me and Cons threw it, and then Vancouver with Peter Gurgis. And then speaking about one time where they wouldn't let us have the rookie party, Joe Sacco. It was a lockout shortened season. He's like, condensed schedule. We're not having the fucking rookie party. Comes in the room. He's like, no rookie party. I'm like, fuck that. I'm finding a time to do it at home. So we went to Boulder.
Yeah.
And did it in Boulder.
Nice.
So I was like, we're not having a rookie party here. So Dan, great question. You find a way.
Make it early and often.
You should see all those college people we rolled in. They were buying shots and fucking everything. So.
My worst one? Training camp in fucking Ann Arbor.
You had rookie party?
They did our rookie party in St. Louis in Ann Arbor, training camp. I was still on a PTO. I didn't even have a deal. And we did a college bar, limited dinner at this ranch house. We were way too cool of a team and too good of a team to be doing it in Ann Arbor. Yeah. So I was like, guys, we're still doing one later.
100%. Yeah. Veteran play.
And we did. I think it was New York.
All right, up dog. Dan Sheehan, great questions. Rookie parties.
Curfew calls, baby. Come on.
Missin.
What else we got? Let's go.
Here we go, Maxie.
Come on.
All right, our first call today is from a second-time caller here, Tone Capone.
Oh, he's back at it.
Fellas, what the fuck is up? It's your boy, Tone Capone. I hope you boys are doing well. I hope you guys are ready for the season. I gotta ask, boys, what's the best city in the NHL to find the ladies? Have a good night.
But Vancouver, Nashville, Montreal, NYC, LA, Dallas.
Dog's list is going to be long there. Tone Capone. He's going to say every league but
Dallas,
every city but
Toronto,
Columbus.
Florida, Tampa, LA, Anaheim. What other ones do I have? No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not kidding.
Best one, top, Montreal.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
Second A, top tier would be Vancouver.
I would say the best, Montreal. The best quality in
Vancouver's just
Montreal.
right up there. And then
LA, New York, but Montreal. The first thing that popped in my head, old Tone Capone. What's his name? Tone Capone?
Tone Capone.
What a beauty. Montreal.
What if
Right to Bonanote, right in one. Hey,
I guess let me throw a curveball at the question. Is it to be a national leaguer and the talent you get to see, or is it to be just a normal guy walking in the city?
Good question.
Because in New York, you're not in New York. You need to be at the best spots in such a big city to see the top talent. I feel like
that came with playing in the National League.
Nashville or Cactus Club in Vancouver. You're just walking in and it's oh, bam, they're here.
That's true. If you go out in LA, I'll put LA up there too, but that's because I was going out with Cons and right to the best club in Hollywood.
You got to see the best. You're walking in the best restaurant, or you're with Binger cruising down Santa Monica Boulevard.
I always liked Hollywood better than New York. I never did great in New York. Mainly because I probably got too pinned with Mackel.
Your slugging percentage was not.
My slugging percentage is a lot higher on the West Coast. I would have been a good Dodger.
Not a good Yankee, eh?
I pride myself right out of that city.
You're a good Cincinnati Indian. Or no, that's Cleveland Indians. Jesus.
They're called the Guardians now.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, we're going to say Montreal, though. What's the next one, Maxie?
All right, we got another one here. Another beauty, Matthew DiBernardo.
Fucking bunch of beauties. Obi, Uppy, Missin, Curfew, fucks. I want to hear what you guys think about the Oilers and the Rags. I got them to go to the Cup Finals this year, all the way to Game 7. I think it's going to be Oilers in 7. I think Jesus in the last 3 minutes is going to take over the game, and it's a wrap. It's either going to be, to me, Campbell, Shesterkin, or Sorokin for the Vezina. Rest in peace to Jimmy, Broadway, Scoopsy Hayes. Been listening since Pod 1, day 1. You guys got it right. Fucking National League. Going, boys.
Fucking right.
What a beauty.
Good. He's have a stogie and a whiskey fucking going there.
He sounds like he's from like fucking New York or something, right?
He's an East Coaster, yeah.
He's got the Oilers winning the mug.
He's got a raspy old voice. It sounds like he's been eating box for about 4 days straight.
He's a whiskey cigar guy for sure. He talks like God's a man. Who did he say? Did he say the Oilers and the Rangers?
He said the Oilers and the Rags.
Yep.
Who are the Rags?
Rangers.
Is that the Rangers?
I think.
The Rags.
Rags.
So he must be a New Yorker.
I think he's a New Yorker.
Shostakin.
I would say, listen, I put some cheddar on the Oilers to win the cup too. I think I got them at 18-1. I mean, if Jack Campbell's not going to be their number one goalie, they're not going to win. I mean, Stewart, whatever his name is, Skinner, he's good, but he's not going to take them the cup. I mean,
they need.
They're not right now.
God, I want them to be. I want them to just fix their team, but I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
their third and fourth lines need to be revamped. Their D needs some help.
I mean,
and their goaltending needs. Jack Campbell needs to find some confidence. Jack Confidence, we need to call him.
Yeah, and I need to see how Colorado, like you said this at the start of you're like, eventually Colorado's going to go on a run here. They did beat Columbus twice in Finland.
And now they're coming back.
Patrick Laine didn't like that trip very much, eh? He's like, I shouldn't even win.
No.
Fucking guy.
Does he not get laid when he goes back there?
I don't know.
Why doesn't he like his home country?
I think just because they got pumped both games.
I know, but like
he doesn't seem like he likes a lot. He seems like
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But
I would say right now in the West, obviously the Vegas Golden Knights have the best record. Mm-hmm. I think they need another top 6 forward eventually at the deadline. Colorado, obviously. I mean, Edmonton, if they can get their goaltending figured out, up dog. Dallas is a good squad. But right now, the Seattle Kraken are second in the Pacific Division.
They're
Seattle
playing fast.
Kraken.
Great power play. My boy Schwartzy.
We said their coach is going to get Schwartzy's playing well.
Yeah. He's a good player.
Yeah. I don't know. The league is fucked right now, man. I got no feel for it. It's crazy. So, thanks for the curfew calls, up dog. That's one of my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah, it sure is.
I like when they
get to interact with the fans.
The fellows National Leaguers. Up dog, thank you. Binger, Maxi, Whole Pass Media. Couldn't do it without you. That was Missin Curfew.
Curfew, baby.